Hi everyone, this is Susan for SLC Aquatics coming to you with another series of food and feeding for your fancy guppy. There's a number of excellent foods out there on the products, on the websites, and some people are making their own foods and without additives, etc. But this article came from the Guppy Association's International Chicago. It is free information on the internet, so I'm not in trouble with sharing this information. I don't want any credit for it. I'm giving credit to where it came from, and that is the Guppy Association's International Chicago. Foods that are on the market have a high degree of protein in them, fiber and vitamins and minerals for the growth of your young guppies. One of the best foods that this person, the author of this article, has used by a local fish farmer who breeds guppies and other small fish as feeders. His growth rate is unbelievable. After using his food for 2 months, this person found a remarkable difference in their young guppies. After many flavors and some coaxing, he was able to get the ingredients for his recipe with a promise that he only buy his flake foods by the pound and not try to copy it. The ingredients were spirulina, carrots, dried kelp, yellow sweet potato, fish meal, daphnia, bone meal, fish liver oil, plankton, vitamins A, B, B1, B2, and D3, yeast, wheat, and soybean flour. As a guppy breeder, whether you consider yourself a beginner or a master breeder, you should try to adopt 2 specific goals in your breeding program. First, breed for consistency. Uniformity in the breeding will come with understanding simple genetics. And if you haven't, go back and watch my series on genetics and breeding. Knowing your strain's dominant and recessive traits, keeping records of past breeding successes and failures. You know, a lot of times we don't keep reports of our failures, but we got to do that too in order to learn from our mistakes. Being shrewd enough to know which breeding technique, whether it's inbreeding, line breeding, or outcrossing, will provide you with the best offspring from a mating. That was the first one. The second one is work out a feeding program that will help to improve the size of your fish. We all know that in other things besides color and fin size, being equal in competition, the IFGA, the International Fancy Guppy Association, point system rewards larger fish, more points for body size, caudal size, and dorsal size over their smaller cousins. Tell me, who could resist spending more time in the fish room when tank after tank in front of you contains 15 super big male and females, each a clone of each other? And this is what consistency and proper feeding can give us. This is what each of us should strive for in our own breeding program. Now, as I've come to you with this information, I do not belong to any of these organizations. I do not breed for competition. I breed mainly for curiosity, seeing what my guppies will give me. I have one tank that is full of what I call mutt, snakeskin, cobra guppies, and those are mutt guppies. I let them breed colony-wise within the same tank. I myself have never bred for competition, even though I have watched some of the judging from the International Fancy Guppy Association. I've looked at a couple interviews that other people have done in order to get set goals in our breeding program. Right now, I have 2 pure strains that I am pleased with, and that is the Half Moon Mosaic Guppy and also the Blue-Green Moscow Guppy. So I wanted to just come to you briefly for a few minutes on that. And if you're interested in more information, please leave a comment in the video, after the video, excuse me, so that I will know whether you are entertained, whether you like this type of teaching or not, and whether it's beneficial to you as a guppy breeder. Thank you. This is Susan for SLC Aquatics. Join you later. Love you.